Okay, so welcome to Valley Strange, episode number 7. This is going to be mini strange. Just going over some strange news that come out in the past couple weeks, as well as a few Valentine's quote-unquote day stories. And granted, Valentine's Day has passed when we are recording this, but who cares?
Got something
You can eat chocolates anytime. You can fuck anytime.
Make
you can
me
read
laugh.
scary stories anytime.
You can get into romantic stuff anytime.
Sure, why not?
Sexy time anytime.
But you can't buy those heart-shaped chocolate boxes, man.
Roofies?
Yeah, Hypnol. There you go. Man.
Yeah, the heart-shaped roofies. They don't sell those year
the ones
round.
that got like the "I love you" on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
love
just
to
introduce
roofie
who
you.
is here involved. At
They're
the
just called
time.
Sweet Dreams.
My name is Ray, your host, and we have,
This is Roland.
Bryce.
and
Brian.
then also in Washington.
This is Dan.
All right, here we are, just playing this whole
Few dudes.
few
drink
dudes
some
talking about
beers.
Valentine's.
Well,
you know,
whatever you guys are drinking, I'm not sure. What is that concoction exactly?
I'm drinking White Claw.
It's called Cape Lime.
I got a
Sparkling
spiked
cocktail.
seltzer over here.
We're drinking a lot of old beer.
And I am the only one drinking beer.
We're drinking old beer and light seltzers.
Stuff was in the fridge.
And
Well, someone
old
tricked-
seltzers too.
Someone
so-
tricked me into drinking like stuff with carbs that goes completely against my like low carb lifestyle.
Well,
Hey,
it's a cheat day.
Yesterday was
it's
the cheat
Valentine's
day.
Yeah, it's Valentine's.
Yeah, you know, you can double up.
I did. I had
Man,
2
okay,
of those.
so I'm cool with you guys doing this low carb, like get healthy
there
stuff.
we go.
But the minute I hear paleo or keto come out of your fucking mouths, I'm pretty sure you'll be dead to me.
Is
Get
there
ready-
like
get ready for it, bitch.
wait for fucking Pabst,
Pescatarian.
Pabst
Keto, keto,
Paleo
Get
IPA.
yourself a little
I'm-
keto cookie.
No, I'm too fucking
Which
lazy
they
to go
sell.
full
I saw them at
keto.
Walmart.
Full blown keto.
Well, as someone who studied anthropology, is that the whole paleo diet really piss you off?
Yes, it does.
There's a fucking
It's so
people
much
just ate
bullshit.
everything.
Fucking
You know, go
idiots.
eat bugs if you want to
Yeah.
be a paleo
Right?
person.
You guys are
No
fucking
way.
grubs, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. All
you know the
protein
thing
need.
about the paleo, like
Go dig through your shit for nuts that weren't digested.
One of my favorite things about one of my
fuckers.
former archaeology professors, she would list
nutritional
out like
value
whatever
of
her
those
culture
coconuts.
group. She'd be like, because she was super into subsistence patterns and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and so she would just go, and they had deer, and they had avocados, and they had this, but she'd list off like 17 to 20 fucking things per culture, but then it's like bugs and all sorts of like weird grass and stuff, and
And there was this one guy whose feces we found sticks. He ate sticks.
Yep, there you go.
yeah, and then depending where you live,
Kept
it's like,
them regular.
okay, cool, you're on
Fiber.
the Peruvian coast, you have chili peppers and fish.
Drink some water.
Get
Red
after
hot
it,
chili
kids.
peppers.
Yeah, and so tonight you're gonna have peppers and fish, and
Matt
then
Fleas
tomorrow
and
it's gonna
Anthony
be.
and John Frusciante's.
Don't forget your.
But yeah,
Red,
so,
and these people had red peppers and fish, and they were known as the burning asshole man.
Burning asshole tribe.
Yeah.
No. They were more colloquially referred to as the red asses.
Yeah.
fucking, my cousin told me, speaking of paleo diet stuff, about this recipe she found for paleo ice cream,
How does that
and
work?
it's like, yeah.
Throw milk out
Fucking-
into the fucking outside
Yeah, no
cold
shit.
and then
Let it
like
curdle.
eat it.
You can only eat it in fucking
Yeah,
the deepest
dig
of
a, dig
winter.
a hole with some
Right,
ice,
yeah. Let
pour
it get
some
chunky,
milk that you got from
mix it with
a
dirt.
yak or something, I guess, and
You hope this.
Don't add sugar. Don't add anything
throw
else.
in some
Just
dried strawberries you fucking foraged in the spring,
It's
you know,
like-
to
you
hold you
mean-
over through that hard winter.
That's-
You
That's
mean
not
snow?
That,
Just grab some snow off the ground and start chewing on it.
just
Just-
don't eat the yellow snow.
you milk it from that one yak udder that's shaped like not. No.
That's shaped like Oklahoma.
Yeah, there you go. So it's, I was gonna say Florida, but all right.
No, Oklahoma makes much more sense in this context.
Since we're doing a Valley Strange diet,
Yeah.
I guess the first article that we're going to go into is a radio signal is coming from space every 16 days. What the hell is it?
Again.
Yeah. So scientists don't know what to make of the fast radio bursts, and some of them think they come from aliens. Who the fuck says that?
They always
Really?
do.
The news
You can-
media.
Yeah,
everything.
exactly, the
spits
media.
out
This
fucking
article that I'm
radio
looking at
waves.
is from Vox.
Doesn't necessarily mean it.
Fast radio
I mean,
bursts
they're
are
gonna have information in it, but
Yeah,
it
of
doesn't have
course.
fucking.
What it says in the article is fast radio bursts are one of astronomy's tantalizing unsolved mysteries, and these sudden pulses of radio waves come from far outside our galaxy, and they last about a millisecond, and sometimes the signals repeat. So
Pulse.
But they usually don't repeat at intervals like this.
very consistent.
Right. They don't usually repeat consistently. I also read this article. I don't know. I shared various iterations of this with the group.
What? It was a radio signal, right?
Fast
That's
radio
right,
burst
yeah.
from space.
Okay, cool. So yeah, yeah, how old is that signal? So we're never gonna meet those aliens. They've been
You're
like
right, they've been
extinct.
wiped
for
Well,
thousands
you don't
of
know
years.
that
Yeah.
they're extinct. They may have left wherever it was and gone somewhere
They
else.
became us. They showed up and then became us. That's how we get the signals because we have radio. Because they have
we
radio
left.
and it's
We
in
left
our
that planet.
DNA
We
to
came.
develop
They populated
radio,
here.
and
And
we use-
we're barely getting that radio signal and shit.
Our light
We
speed
just-
ships left. They
I'm
dropped
looking at
off
ships
like
an
we just
really
Iron
forgot-
human.
we just
Man
forgot we sent those
and
radio
Horus,
signals.
man. Like,
Oh, that's a good
No,
one.
but one thing I will say about
talk
this.
about birds in their visions that they. Then
like
they go through the
playing a game of
hypnotic regression. They
catch
go,
by
"Oh
yourself."
shit, that wasn't an owl. That was an alien." So I think they. So I don't know, thing, man.
Brian Brain.
I need that from the
Bullshit.
soundboard.
Yeah, to like time travel, to bullshit, to
Brian, what were you saying? Sorry, go ahead.
I will
Yeah.
say one thing.
Mind breaking down.
At the end of the article, at least the ones I read, they point out the fact that this study, this article has not yet been peer reviewed. There aren't other scientists that have looked at it and gone, "Oh yeah, it's totally 16 days, everybody." So it's questionable.
but I'm not going to sign off on it.
Eh.
Yeah.
No, I'm willing to give it credence. I'm willing to let other people look at it and say, "Oh, it's 16 days." But we've got to, if there's actually data
Oh, no,
in it,
I was
we've
saying
got
about
to.
these other scientists not jumping on board. Like they look at the data and they're just like,
No.
okay, cool, but
No, it got posted to kind of a quasi open source thing first, where people
like
could see
Academia
it.
EU or some bullshit or whatever.
No. I mean, it's a legitimate thing.
ResearchGate paid $900 to read a 4-page abstract. Cool.
No, it went to a legitimate.
Fucking paywalls.
What it talks
Fuck
about
you.
here, it says,
Like, sorry,
it says
Brian.
during that
sorry.
period, the burst
I have a lot of rage.
I know. It's okay. It's cool. We're all cool. But no, it seems to be a quasi legitimate thing. It's just it hasn't been reviewed yet. Someone got their hands
Right.
on it early, and being in academia and having some publications associated with, abstracts associated with me coming out on the soon.
Oh, look at you, big dick flexing,
Oh yeah. No, I don't even know really what I'm doing.
flossing on us, little
I don't.
unpublished goons.
I'm going to be honest. I have no idea how my name
Speak for
got
yourself.
on the author list, but I'm going to
I have a
accept it.
citation, Roland. Oh, well, our work.
But
yeah.
stuff gets out there
What?
before anyone else has looked at it.
That's not
and
what I had here.
If the media finds it sensational and interesting, they're going to pick it up and run with it. And I think
Yeah.
a 16,
I mean,
a
it's a nice
16-day interval, regularity like that on a fast radio burst, that is something that we should look at. We should see who possibly went extinct millions of years before us.
Well, let me read this part here on the.
Oh yeah,
It's
but
not
it's even about getting out there, man. Like, where's it coming from?
Well, hold on, because it says that the period.
What's it bouncing off of? You know.
It says the bursts were clustered in a period of 4 days and then seemed to switch off for the next 12 days for a total cycle of about 16 days. Some cycles did not produce any visible bursts, but those that did were all synced up to the same 16-day interval. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
See what happens
We
with
don't
that.
know. We don't know.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Isn't this how, and I believe this is how
somebody
the
look through all
premise
that
of
shit.
context.
Good
is,
luck.
isn't it?
That's correct. Contact. Anyone seen it? Jodie
Oh,
Foster.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Weren't you like 13?
I
was always
I had well,
Forever
yeah,
Thirteen.
Jodie Foster too?
Of course you did.
Fuck yeah, I did.
No, I was talking about Ray. So Ray,
Yeah.
so you got a whoopee.
Well,
We
why
all-
wouldn't you?
we all-
Jodie
Hey, I
Foster.
never
Yeah.
considered.
You got a whoopee.
I never.
Jodie Foster,
I
Megan
never,
McCain, and
I
what was
never
the
said
other-
whoopee. I
what was
never
that-
said
what was that
whoopee,
chef's
Aaron.
name? Claire.
Claire from Bon
Oh,
Appetit.
man. AKA Ray's Perfect Night.
Do you want to get married?
She listens all the time.
That should be the big spoon. Always.
I'll cook you food.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, I
will
won't.
not.
No,
and if you
she's not
did,
gonna
and if you
let you.
did, she would spit it right there.
I think that would be a
This is
stipulation.
the worst cooking she has ever had.
That would be a stipulation.
She's like, I really like this cereal.
Damn, Special K never tasted so good.
She's in it.
Wow,
You
Special
fucking order
K, not
KFC
even
like a
like.
You know what's funny is
Right.
that I probably just do like a mixture of like Lucky Charms.
Is bad
Pebbles and
cooking
shit
Oh,
like
you
a-
would do kids cereal, Lucky Charms.
Is that like a? Is
You know
that
they're
like
bringing
a kink
Cookie Crisp back
for good chefs or whatever?
It went
To
away.
have like somebody
It
who
did
doesn't know
go
what the
away.
fuck
Cookie
they're
Crisp
doing.
coming back, bro.
Huh?
Cookie Crisp.
Oh, man.
This is
Cookies you
spiraling
put in that
into
box were
fat
amazing,
food.
babe.
Yeah.
Wait. That's
So-
that's
That
hold on.
special
I-
surprise
like I
in there
said
was really
before, maybe-
amazing.
Stop and reverse.
Maybe she's into
Cookie
the
Crisp?
kink
Where did you get the whistle?
of.
I'm
having
baffled by this
somebody-
whole Cookie Crisp thing. Like disappeared.
It did go away. It's coming back though, man.
I'm glad I didn't know
Well,
that it just.
what
It's
I
a
hate
cereal
is
with
that they
fucking
changed the
chocolate
fucking
chip cookies in it,
goddamn
man. It's,
cookies and
it's the
milk.
worst thing for a fucking
Yeah,
child.
it
Of course
is.
it went away.
You know what's funny is that I'm just gonna like get a bunch of like Chips Ahoy and fucking put them in a bowl. Pour milk in
Yeah,
them.
there you go.
Maybe she's into being served
Why
dog
milk,
vomit.
Ray? You should
This
use
is what
ice
you made me do,
cream
big cereal.
like an adult.
Yeah.
Ice cream like an adult.
Just melt
Ray.
down that ice cream and you can just put
Start a
that.
smear campaign to bring them back. But the real fight is we need to bring that fucking dog back because now it looks like a little wolf,
Yeah.
like
Are you talking about the
messed
Cookie
out.
Yeah,
Crisp
Cookie
dog?
Crisp mascot. Man.
Yeah, but it used to be a little like
He was a
round,
burglar. He
you know,
was a
friendly
burglar,
little
dude.
burglar puppy. Yeah, and that dude was awesome.
Wow, we have spiraled way out.
Wow,
Fucking-
we turned into a fat food episode right in the middle of this one.
See what you did, Ray?
Hey,
Well,
you know
it
what?
is strange
We'll consider
news,
this a
kind of,
preview for.
'cause-
Hey, why don't you go and listen to Fat Food for Fat People, also on MoQuestStudios.com.
Right. Yeah.
and wherever podcasts are found.
Yeah, yeah.
What do we call this? The bad cook kink?
We should do a fat food on cereal.
We will.
There you
You
go. That's not bad.
heard it here first on Valley Strange, guys.
Anybody? Anybody want to know how to completely fuck up making a sandwich?
Ooh, scary cereal. You
All
know,
those carbs.
we can bring out on Halloween. We can bring out the
ooh.
Frankenberry, the
Boo Berry.
Count Dracula,
Count
Yeah.
Count Chocula. Sorry.
Yeah,
Count
it usually
Dracula.
is brought out. during
Little
Halloween.
dehydrated Draculas
I'll
in your
teach you.
bowl. Tastes so irony for some
Blueberry.
reason.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that for
Bitchberry.
Halloween. You heard it here first, guys.
Well, and there's also all the candy fucking and cookie ones like Reese's Puffs out
Candy
there.
bar, yeah.
and
All right,
the
straight up, I love
Oreos and-
Reese's Puffs on ice cream.
Straight up. Word.
Breakfast.
Oh,
All right, I just
We
mixed
got
cereal
this.
with ice cream.
Please,
so-
guys.
Gotta get back into this Valley Strange.
Ray
guys.
can only get so erect, guys.
Right.
I'm about to burst.
Ray, were you thinking about just still going through the alien stuff? Because I was thinking, like, because I didn't see you
I got
post
one
that
more.
article you first talked about, but then we can go through the two from Apple you found.
That's so.
Then we
Yeah,
go
well,
to.
I was going to go on to the next one actually here, and that is from the BBC News.
Cool. I just want short order you had because you didn't post the first one on Discord.
Right,
But
right.
Yeah, so I was just confused.
So, astronomers
Point of
want
order, my damie.
astronomers want public funds for intelligent life search, and why this is a request now? We should have had this already. It's called a black budget. The government's doing it already, but now these public people
Well,
want
they're
it.
asking anybody
Well, I mean,
who's got like,
SETI's already out there too.
Yeah, I know, but
Well,
do these private
they have
companies
a
want
lot-
this? Like, is that what this is? Like,
Private
Which one are you talking
entities,
about?
not
The
necessarily-
private entities. Pardon me.
Elon Musk.
No, I think if Musk wanted to like set up his own thing, he'd just be like, "Hey guys, I'm doing a thing."
Here's money.
I can't wait for Elon Musk to set up his own version of like a space
Skynet.
force, but it's just to protect his own interests in space. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
He's
And
gonna
all
have the
his
coolest
rocket ships are
fucking
gonna be electric.
uniforms.
No,
Well,
man. They're gonna
man-
be his cars that are in space.
Yeah.
He's
Man,
gonna be
all that's gonna
Cyber
be.
trucks
He just
everywhere.
figures out a way to make rocket ships the shape of Teslas. And
No,
it's going to
see,
space.
here's the thing. If we get a private space force, it's gonna be just like what was that company Blackwater, where they're like just mercenaries.
Yeah.
But they're
And
Elon
mercenaries
Musk
in
I was thinking more like
space.
mercenaries.
rent-a-cops. I was thinking
Mercenaries
like
in
mall
space,
security
yeah.
guards in
With,
space, though.
private
Oh,
That'd
I'd
be
totally
awesome.
be Paul
The
Blart
moon.
fucking space security.
Paul Blart, space cop.
Oh man, I think we just
Yeah,
started
right?
the
Fuck.
Paul Blart 3
Oh
plot.
man, did we just help him get another job?
You might have.
I'd
you
watch
might
that.
have.
Shit.
There's
Kevin
no
James.
Take
law in
royalties.
Hey, man.
space, and
No,
they
Kevin
need a
James,
space
don't do
force
this.
security
You
dude.
do not have our permission to take this.
those bases on Mars.
It's my
they're gonna be
idea. He
janitors
totally
and
has
shit.
my permission for a measly 2% of whatever it brings.
In the back end. Right. That's a good business deal right there.
Wow, you're gonna make $4. Awesome.
No, don't forget it's going to end up on TBS or something. So that's going to be like
It's another
$8.
It's a Netflix original.
No, it'd be like
Oh, it'll be
TBS
an
5 or something
actually,
like that.
Right, it'll be
Like-
a
Sci-fi
Netflix
original.
Man. It'll be a Netflix sci-fi. Oh, in that case, you're looking at maybe a nickel or something.
Yeah, that's actually we're talking big dollars there. We're talking like $6-7 there.
Ooh, yeah, it's gas money.
Okay, Zeb. What does anyone think that just people asking for fucking money?
Sounds like it.
All right.
Government agency
Fuck
asking
'em.
for money?
Get your own
Wait,
fucking
Terrible.
grants.
Yeah,
Is it a
what?
government agency?
It's not a government agency.
Oh, it isn't?
It's just astronomers.
Oh, it's just
Oh,
I thought it was
astronomers
I thought it was
always
steady.
want money. That's what grants are for.
But you think they'll get the money specifically for in search of intelligent life?
Yeah, it's all about how you write your grant
Yeah.
proposal.
It says the head of the U.S. National.
When they say
Observatory.
they actually say grays or like some kind of like race of aliens.
Reptilians.
We're gonna be searching for reptilians.
the
up in space.
draconian overlords. Like,
Actually, that's not a bad idea because so many people believe in the evil reptilians.
that's not about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the percentage of that? Do you think
What the people that believe or
that
evil
believe in the reptilians? Not that they're. What's the percentage of the race of reptilians currently running? the
Well,
human
Ray,
race right now?
I know.
So
you're-
if I die like within the next 3 weeks, we'll know like I stumbled onto
Cover up.
something. I don't know.
The
Like,
government's hearing us. Right
Brian, no
now.
one listens to this.
Yeah.
no, the NSA is totally on top of this.
Are
Going,
you kidding me?
Ray,
They're transcribing
you're,
right now.
Right.
Ray, you're
yeah.
David Icke's #1 supporters. Like, how much money do you think he makes, man?
David Icke.
Yeah. Think he makes a lot of money?
I'm gonna say he makes a couple $1 million
So he
for
could,
sure.
he could fund some of this.
Why?
Why not?
T-Boone Pickens,
get
man.
proof?
Just talk to that
Yeah.
old fucker about like space
But I mean,
wind technology.
you could say that, but I mean that.
Oh, but
that's,
no,
that's
all
too
the
much of a
lizards,
risk, you
all
know?
the lizards are here. They're not in
Yeah,
space.
yeah,
They're
they're
here.
here,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
solar
Not here.
technology for T-Boone Pickens.
Who do you think
could totally
crashed
get
into
that
the World
madman
Trade
to get
Center?
space exploration
Right?
going.
Muslims? I don't think so, bro. That's reptilians.
Yeah. True
You
that.
know, if I was going to be a lizard or reptilian, I don't know that I'd like this planet because I already have, as a warm-blooded individual, a hard enough time regulating my own temperature to keep comfortable already. I think Mars would be really badass to be on.
As a reptile.
Well, yes,
Space reptile.
it's nice. It's warm there. Maybe some
You
water
just
would
need
be
like
cool.
a house that would like on wheels that like has like a track around the planet. So as it spins on its axis, you always stay in a hot zone.
Well, I mean, I could still use some sleep and some like stuff to eat,
Yeah.
but other than
That's
that,
what you have there. That's
it
what you have.
sounds really nice.
Hey, if you're a reptile, that's what you have one of those, like, UV lights for, man.
It's a
or some shit
terrarium.
like that. Yeah, a terrarium.
you gotta have a heat rock.
Get that rock, yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. What is this other article? I feel like it's kind of like the same thing. It's where it says like scientists need
Yeah.
help looking for aliens in massive.
No, but they're
Well,
asking
it's,
for help.
basically
They're asking
they
for help from the
released,
public.
2
Need help.
petabytes
Anyone who's
of
got
data.
experience
Form
in
of
Python,
money.
like can do coding, like
Yeah,
Python.
there's literally people
Yeah.
that help
I
like
just
try
feel
to
like
like
it's-
comb through the data.
I feel like it's steady
when
saying
NASA
like,
put up
"Hey
all their
guys,
shit
y'all got a
online.
Raspberry Pi or some shit?"
Right.
Mhm.
Look,
Well,
I mean, why are they just going to fucking Tom DeLonge to this whole thing? Why are we even like talking to the
Yeah,
public?
because Tom DeLonge's
Tom
the man.
DeLonge's the guy
Tom
with the
DeLonge's
fucking
man.
money.
He's a man who can get things done. He gets money for nothing.
Crank out a
He gets
couple
money to
albums.
research a piece of
And it's chicks
fucking
for free.
scrap metal, man.
Thank you, Ray.
He can be funding fucking researchers, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's got research for all those small things, man.
Well, SETI at home already does distributed computing.
Well, they said they have a petabyte of info
Yeah.
that they
2
need everybody.
petabytes of data
2
that they
petabytes
release.
of- yeah,
how
they
much
need
is that?
everybody to-
I only heard of terabytes.
It's 1,000.
It's more.
terabytes.
I know it's more, but like in the context of
So
you
Well,
see, you
1
have
terabyte is
gigabyte,
1,000
terabyte.
gigabytes. 1
As
petabyte
some
is 1,000
old
terabytes.
fucker who like started back when, hey, 300 megabytes is really cool.
Right.
It's a fucking shit ton.
What about a Googleplex? Yeah. It's like a stupid word. It's a fuck ton. Yeah, you're talking about
A
like
fuck ton of.
a metric fuck ton squared.
Trick fuckload, I think. That's
Which
the
is why,
actual
like, oh
measurement.
yeah, we just need somebody to come and like research all this. Yeah, fuck you.
Ray.
Have
Well,
fun.
NASA
Get on-
did the same
get on
thing
that
a few years
code.
ago.
Get
They
on
posted
it.
a whole bunch of
Coding,
data
Ray,
for the
so you
public
can
to
do
look
it.
at.
Let's
Once
just
you get this
piss
piece
You know
away
how
the
happy
next
you would
10
be
years of
yourself if
data.
you coded like some fucking shit that proved that there was alien existence out there?
Are you kidding me? I decode and I fucking
I'd have the
start-
goddamn Nobel Prize and take that money and go to fucking Mars and be nice and
that's-
They
comfortable.
would kill me.
Oh, boo.
They would kill me.
Like you care.
I want to live. I want to live.
No, you don't.
Maybe I am.
But
a
think of all the
reptile.
books they'll write about you, Ray.
Huh?
Right.
But think about all the books they'd write about you.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna read that shit.
You'd be like William Cooper.
I'll be
right?
dead.
That's cool.
You could
And
be
think
the
how
new
famous
David
Valley
Icke.
Strange would
I want to be
get.
the new David Icke.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like Mad Libs.
I want. Okay, can they kill Roland?
do we
And so we
David
can,
Icke?
so I can reap the rewards. So the money that's gonna come my way.
Fuck you. I'm gonna have a stipulation. You kill me, Ray gets nothing. Give it all to Bryce.
Oh hell yeah! All right.
And then Bryce.
Hey!
Stipulation.
But Bryce
split
can't.
that.
Bryce has to keep it to himself.
Stipulation:
Bri-
I
Bri-
kill you. Right?
Wait a minute. Wait. Why am I getting cut out of
Bryce
this whole
can
deal?
share with whomever he wants except
Well,
Ray.
Bryan and I will split.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Except Ray.
I guess I got to kill both of you.
All right.
This isn't fucking Highlander, bitch.
Ray, I'll cut you in later.
Yeah. No.
Daniel's over there in
80-20.
Washington. You get nothing, man.
20.
I'll just go
And
hide
that's
in
why you get
Moscow
nothing,
Mountain, man.
Ray.
You guys won't find
You
me.
greedy fuck.
Okay, so
Daniel, what are you talking about hiding? Daniel in the valley or what?
in the valley, in the mountains of the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
So Daniel, like what?
Oh,
Six
those
foot what?
mountains
Blonde
that you
guy in the
see
valley
in,
that you stick like a sore thumb, dude.
The mountains that
They'll-
come out
they'll
in
never see me.
Iron Eagle like 16,
Yeah, exactly.
where they're in Brownsville.
right.
Like, what the fuck mountains were they flying over there? Now there's a CineQuest topic.
Were they in Brownsville?
There actually was an Iron Eagle where they were in Brownsville and they're flying over mountains, and I'm like, y'all have obviously never been here.
Photoshop.
Well, I think the word valley makes me think like, oh, there's got to be mountains. around
Right.
here.
Because there it is.
Obviously, if there's
Yeah.
a valley.
Right.
You see, because hundreds of miles south in Mexico, there's some mountains there.
Right.
Right,
And then
we're
there's
gonna send
hills in
kids
San
flying
Antonio.
T6 Texans into Mexico. That's a good idea too.
Hundreds of miles, like geologically, relatively, that's close. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're in an airplane, it is relatively
Yeah,
close.
if you think
Shit.
on a scale of Jupiter, it's like
It's right up your asshole.
right on the right in the meat of the butt, top of the crack.
The ass cleavage.
Thank you.
Right.
There we go.
Daniel, was there another article that you shared that you wanted to go over?
yeah, and actually it has a short video for you guys to watch because it's super short. It's this Huffington Post one. I'm actually watching it because it's been a minute.
Oh
but
man, HuffPo, nice. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm having too much trouble trying to find what I'm looking for already.
oh, okay. Well, I will describe it. And you guys can watch it if you like. But,
Oh, it's the alien abduction one, right?
yeah. Yeah, this happened last year, December 26th, actually. This guy, Larry Lewis, in Houston, was seen walking out of his home because he's got like a Ring camera front door thing. I'm not sure about the brand or whatever or what it is, but it's just a front door camera. And yeah, fuck, that's loud on my end. Sorry.
I don't hear it.
Barely.
Oh, it was on my end, just through my headphones on the video.
Okay.
But yeah, it just shows him like
The NSA is hearing
this
right now.
guy.
They're cutting you off, man. They're cutting
Daniel, we lost you due to the NSA.
They cut you off.
Oh shit,
Well, we've lost Daniel to the.
Daniel, you should probably leave wherever you are and find a safe place and assume a new identity.
Do you see
Well,
any
good
black
thing I have the bug
helicopters
out
circling
bag
around
ready.
you?
And by ready, I mean there's a bunch of shit scattered on my apartment. I go, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I need to get out of here. Where's that knife? Oh shit.
Put this in a bag.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. I only can go 40 miles in my car. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Got to get gas. They're gonna trace that credit card transaction and
That's why I always
triangulate
keep
that
all
I've
my
been
you're talking
still in
about-
my
Relieve
city
paper
for 3.5
trail.
hours trying to leave.
Shit, nice.
And then the drones strike.
Yeah, that's the one.
I made sure I got home for dinner.
Yeah, right. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess I'll just recite the story again. Or did y'all hear nothing? Like I'm not
yeah,
sure what all
you
y'all-
cut, you like,
You disappeared.
yeah, you disappeared completely.
Oh, just like this guy. That's perfect. So this happened in Houston, December 26th last year. Larry Lewis claims is a fluke in his front door camera, But if you watch the video, you just see him take a few steps outside his front door. Then all of a sudden, he just kind of elongates slightly and becomes like this beam of light, and then just zips away in an arc. It's
Holy
fucking
shit,
awesome.
I saw that one. I saw that one like in January.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, actually, I linked this because when Ray had talked about doing a Valley Strange or mini news last month, and we had that Google Doc going where I think he posted one that was a Texas-based one. I think it maybe had 2 articles on there.
Yeah.
All right, what's the deal with it, man? I feel like because he even says that made sure he was in time home for dinner. He's joking about that.
What was that, Bryce?
Well, he's like saying, "I made sure I got home in time for dinner." Like, was it?
Yeah. No, the visitors made sure you got home in time for dinner.
Okay.
They don't want some kind of like lanky like
Man, they don't
starving
want someone
person,
like
you know?
with low blood sugar.
Right.
Yeah,
of course.
true that, man.
I mean, you
How's
can't
he
do
gonna
experiments.
how's he
on
gonna
someone
make
if
some
they're
hybrid?
all, like,
Yeah, how's he
fucked
gonna?
up?
Yeah, how's he gonna fuck with making those hybrid babies if he's all like anemic and shit?
Someone with the diabetes.
I mean, to be fair, like the H2 whatever encoder is kind of weird in the way it treats stuff.
Yeah. So, what do you think? You think you think it's just bullshit or?
Well, I was gonna ask you about what that said something about like on the Huffington Post article says he alleged or I don't know. Did he come back out and say there was a hoax or what?
No, he thinks that it was just a glitch with his front door camera.
Oh, okay.
Has anyone hypnotized this man?
Yeah, good question.
Not
'Cause
yet.
that's
I
when
don't believe
that's
so.
when they like.
Yeah,
find the
that's when they
shit that
start-
People
yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah.
See, now our
Recovered
technology's starting to
memory.
catch up, man. The visitors aren't as sly as they used to be, man. They just can't show up to a cabin in New York in the 80s and just gank some motherfucker out of his bedroom.
It's because
Convenient referencing.
all us
Yeah.
I
humans.
mean, they can, but
I mean, they can, but it's
And they
got to be like
do.
a broke guy who never
Yeah.
bothered to get like a video doorbell.
Yep.
oh, Brian, read communion.
Yeah, that is a bit of a preview from
Hey, well,
our,
he had a
Yeah.
shit ton of
Books of the
security.
Strange.
Well, he had a shit ton of security.
Yeah,
equipment.
he did.
For the time, anyways.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, and I've actually started reading like the
80s.
next book in that series of shit he put out on the visitors.
If I wasn't so distracted by all the stuff I distract myself with, I probably should read that actually.
Read it
Okay.
once. Need to read it. Need to read it again. It's
All
episode,
right.
though.
Yeah.
Fun for later.
Oh, I'm
Okay, so
not well.
Sounds normal to me.
I
guess
closed
the
my
last
eyes.
Roland, you gonna read it too?
two-
You gonna read it too?
yeah, he
Yeah,
has a
no,
book
I have-
too.
I have-
Oh, you got
I
the
haven't
original
read
cover.
it. Yeah,
Roland
The
started
alien on the
it,
front
yeah.
with the green on the front? Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. It's my shit read book. So
Wait, does anyone have a
Take it
copy
in
of this book
chunks.
I could read?
if I get through it, I'll toss it your way.
Same here.
Maybe.
I'll try to get through it.
So yeah, whichever anybody.
Well, I mean, I bought the book that Roland has, so I mean, he can just jump and throw it your way.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Definitely not a long
No.
nor heady read.
very,
Nah,
very
dude,
quick
I did it
read.
like I read it like 2 sittings.
I'm taking my time because I'm writing some stuff down. So
Writing them notes.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get into like the main little quick portion of this. This is the Valley Strange Valentine's little episode, and we're gonna go over read some stories that have to do in with Valentine's Day. The loneliest Valentine's Day. No, you're not. This is not a strange of you just masturbating to some kind of random.
Oh, and actually, I read the
Strange
other
things.
article closer, but so it was stupid. Like, so we're gonna skip that one. So we only have one article to talk about, but there are 7 stories within it, and I thought that it would be fun for each of us to read one of them.
I'd agree. Yes, that would be
All
our
right.
main source right there. Excuse me.
All right, where is this?
Yeah, what?
It is on Discord. Just
I'm
FYI.
on Discord.
Oh, okay.
It's in the
It's
most
the
West
thought
just general
catalog.
chat.
7 grisly Valentine's Day murders that will make you happy you don't have a date.
You could have just stopped. That will make you happy.
I don't know.
Speak for
I
yourself.
mean, I could.
Oh, I would like to have a date, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, this is so swell.
it would have been very entertaining up until the end.
yeah.
Go as long as you came and then she cut.
Yeah,
kills
when you have to
and
pay.
Yeah.
Frank Manson style.
It's
yeah,
always
man.
bad when that money rolls
How come I
around.
got this fucking bill?
All right, there's a lot of stuff on Discord because
It's the last thing.
new
Some of-
phone. I just
No,
logged
just
in.
scroll.
All the way down.
I'm here. Oh,
Discord.
that's nice. Are you gonna
I
read
gotta
the
log
whole
in.
article or summarize it?
No, we're gonna
each of us
read the
gonna
stories.
read, like the story. Yeah, so it's gonna be a few paragraphs
I
for each
know.
of us, but yeah.
But
But yeah, so it's all 7. So we'll go around.
Hold on.
There's 5 of us. So
yeah, so
My login didn't work.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows about Petraeus.
okay, so
Still alive?
I guess the first one we're gonna go through. Daniel, do you want to take the lead on this one? The
I want
first
number
story?
4.
I don't give a fuck.
actually, let me see if I actually want one of these because one of them, some of them are pretty cool.
Well, I like the opening number 1, man.
You want to read down?
I can't.
Give me the
I
shittiest
just
one.
The shittiest one.
You can
fucking
take number
headline.
2.
All right.
Okay, Bryce, if you want to read number 1, by all means.
Oh yeah, I will read fucking number 6.
Okay, Bryce, take it away.
Oh, 6.
And I mean, bring yourself into the story.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah.
Surgeon bought orchids for his wife, but I guess some fucking bitch ass surgeon buy like some fucking flowers and shit.
You know, to be fair, it looks like his head got a little bit of a
Yeah,
ding
I
on
was
it,
gonna
too.
tell. I was gonna say. I was like, is that the wife?
That was the cops.
Surgeon bought orchids for his wife, but crushes her head instead.
I want number 3.
On Valentine's Day
wait.
2001, Dr.
Shouldn't-
John
shouldn't be
Hamilton
laughing
ordered
at
an
this.
expensive bouquet of flowers for his wife, Susan, but she would never live to see them. Coming home between surgeries, he allegedly found his wife dead in a pool of her own blood. She had been strangled with 2 of his own neckties and had her skull beaten so badly that pieces of her brain were exposed.
Cool.
By their friends' accounts, Susan and John Hamilton had a happy marriage, but investigators dug deeper. They found some suspicious clues that made Dr. Hamilton the prime suspect. Do I got to read the fucking receipt or whatever this is?
Was it? Did it have anything to do with the murder weapon?
No, I'm
Crime
sorry. It's
blotter.
actually it's a crime report. Never mind. Firstly, there was this note that his wife wrote him in his Valentine's Day card. I bought my cards.
You, bitch.
Yeah, right. I bought my cards 2 weeks ago, so I
Christ.
guess maybe they don't seem as appropriate now. But I do love you. Have a good day, Susan. Goddamn. Now that's like when you're in a marriage for a long ass time.
Don't
man.
go to
Like,
sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, I always get divorce card, and so I just have a store of cards I have every year. I
That's
just go in this
right,
little
yeah.
box, and I
That's
go
like
in the
that's like a
Valentine's
last
box,
minute.
and
That's a last minute
it's next to
Walgreens
the
gift. right
birthday
there.
box.
I have this heart-shaped ball
Yeah.
peen hammer.
Yeah. Some of Susan's families confirmed that she was considering divorce after discovering him making sordid phone calls with the stripper. Yeah. Then, to complicate the matter further, the police found traces of blood and flesh in Dr. Hamilton's car. They also found Susan's jewelry hidden in an underwear drawer, almost as if someone had wanted the police to think a robbery had taken place.
It was the maid.
Yeah.
You know, that's the worst way
I think
to, like,
actually
fake
Hamilton-
a robbery is to hide
No,
the
I don't think he
fucking
tried to hide a
jewelry.
robbery. No, I think that's just his private little stash of stuff that he would wear when his
found it.
wife wasn't around, and that's
Right.
what really like.
They all had some white
Hold on,
crust
hold
on
on.
them.
Gator don't play
hold
that
on.
shit.
After an expert witness testified that the blood spatters
Oh,
on
right.
Dr. Hamilton's sleeve were consistent with someone beating his wife, the jury convicted him of
How
murder
about-
in less than 2 hours. God damn, man! Like, what the fuck? That's pretty fucked up.
silly ass
Honestly, it's
story.
like
Give
in
the
less
guy
than
some
2 hours.
time.
Well,
Jesus.
Yeah,
I
open
mean-
and shut.
Right,
Boom.
yeah.
I guess.
She died, they found him. What?
He's got blood on his. Well,
Yeah,
maybe he
on
was
his
like, maybe
sleeve.
he was like holding her, like, no, no, baby,
No.
I love you.
Yeah.
No, she's still alive. What? No, why are you
I
breathing?
think the most convicting fucking
Christ.
evidence is that
I
receipt
better
for
get
that
a
hammer
third
he bought.
tie. Jesus
You go,
Christ.
I needed to hit some nails into the door, not into this bitch. Who wanted to read number 2?
Can somebody pass me the
Go ahead.
phone
phone's
here?
about to
What do we
die.
got here? Olympic athlete Oscar Pistorius shoots girlfriend through bathroom door.
I love you.
Oh,
Amazing.
let
dude.
me see this wonderful gem you have gifted me.
I love you, baby.
Oscar Pistorius. God, it's a fucking stupid name. Pistorius rose to worldwide fame after his victory in the 2004 Paralympics. Yeah, he ain't got no legs.
Well, now, see, it would have been cooler.
I have no legs.
You know, like
I have no
No, it
legs.
would have been cooler if we did it like Kingsman style. You ever seen that shit? Like put some like blades shit on the leg. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
right.
God, that would've been-
Assassin!
Yeah.
I want to see that movie.
After Valentine's Day 2013, however,
After the ninja had his legs blown off at the fireworks
he became the
factory.
world's number
He
one
still found a
contract
way to have
killer.
his vengeance.
All right. After Valentine's Day 2013, however, he became known for something very different: the savage murder of Riva Steenkamp. While Pistorius admits that he fired the gun that killed his lover, Riva Steenkamp, he denies it was murder.
Damn, Roland, you got a great true crime voice, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
guess we can get that
claims
going.
that he
you know.
heard-
Hop on that gravy train.
All right. He claims that he thought he heard an intruder and that he was acting in self-defense. Text messengers
An
were
intruder in his
recovered
bathroom.
from Steenkamp's phone that said she was afraid of Pistorius and that he was capable of snapping aggressively at her. A court eventually found him guilty of murder.
Murder. In the first.
The end.
I have no legs. I have no legs.
But I have no legs. You haven't.
This man is innocent.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck.
When you
That
have
was,
the legs,
you know, that was his sole defense, man. That he was like,
But I have no legs.
it would be like a fucking Major Payne shit. You ain't got no legs.
Your Honor, this man, you cannot convict him of murder.
I can't feel my legs.
You ain't got no legs. Charlie, they ain't there. No more. The nub's kicking.
Brian, did you want to read number 3?
I'll read number 3. This one
I love the title of this.
is titled Baptist Missionary Sends Wife to God. On Valentine's
And that-
Day
he was doing their favor.
2013, minister Nathan Luthold gave his children Valentine's Day cards before school, but the only thing he gave his wife was a bullet through the face.
Who writes
Yeah.
these things, dude? Wow.
It took a jury only 90 minutes to find him guilty of murdering his wife, Denise.
Damn, dude.
Your
But
Honor.
I ain't got no legs.
We heard that before. Throw them away.
Wait a minute. You tried this before. Guilty.
Fucking legs all wrapped up, all bloody and shit. He cut them off. Like, I got no legs.
Luthold had laid in wait for his wife to return home so he could fire a gunshot right through her head. Investigators found that he had made hundreds of internet searches about how to most effectively kill someone.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the head.
That's number one.
Shoot him in the head.
God damn.
He had Googled how much poison a human body could withstand and
How much baby aspirin would it take to off my wife?
Dumbass didn't know to use incognito mode. Erase your history, fool.
and how to quietly fire a .40 caliber Glock handgun, the
Quietly
weapon
fire?
he
God
used in the murder
You
of his
bludgeon him
wife.
with it. That's how
Just
you,
whip the
you
shit out of
quietly wield a Glock 40.
No, what you do
God
is you
damn it.
ease your finger on the trigger.
Right. Shoot slowly.
and push the bullet. As Steven Seagal trained that one pig.
Right, exactly. You have to push the bullet through the target.
Push the bullet. He's a guy that likes Zen archers.
Right. Yeah.
Furthermore, he had used his children's college fund to pay his mistress hush money not to tell the police they were having a sordid affair.
They ain't gonna go to college.
Somebody likes that word. Whoever wrote this article
Sordid,
likes that
sordid,
word. That's
like
the second time it's occurred.
Yeah.
Sorted.
The
Sordid.
mistress was at the
Sordid.
house often teaching the children Lithuanian.
Sorted Lithuanian.
He was sentenced to a sordid 80 years, where he will be sordidly, repeatedly.
Ooh.
Raped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you, Ray.
Damn.
Okay, so
Sorted.
Now, Ray, you're gonna read
mistress.
yours, but you gotta do it like Stackhouse.
like Stackhouse.
Yeah,
all
man.
right.
I'm gonna do the boom boom.
So am I reading number 4?
if you like.
I mean,
Unsolved
I'll
mystery.
read whatever.
Unsolved
I don't
mystery.
care. It's fucking funny.
All right.
If you take 4, I can take 5.
Daniel, which one did you want to read, Daniel?
6.
Okay. I'll do this one then. Number 4, Valentine's Day Trap. These look like the most generic people.
I mean,
Valentine's Day trap.
that's
Yeah, it's
isn't
like
that
a
it's redundant?
Shutterstock photo of a boring
Yeah.
white couple.
Let me see.
Kind of like a
This one right here.
what next?
Stacy.
Or if you Google white privilege, that
Stacy.
comes up.
Stacy Shoke definitely knew she wanted her 5th husband dead,
5th.
Nice.
but she
Fifth.
wasn't sure how
You
to
know
execute
what?
a plan or her husband.
This is so dumb.
She decided to hire a personal trainer known as Mr. Results.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is a
God
fucking
damn,
plot for a
it's a
porn,
porno,
dude. This is a fucking porno.
Shit, Mr. Results.
Was Mr. Results played by
Fuck.
Evan Stone?
It's because he made her come, dude. That's what Results, man.
Was his middle name D?
Right? Mr. D. Results.
No, only he comes. He's like, it's not false advertising. I have results.
That's his slogan. I get results.
Mr. Results, who moonlit as a hitman to
Also-
take out.
wow.
Yeah, results in both
God
fields.
damn, dude. Oh, man.
As a personal trainer and a
Oh, well,
hitman.
you know, it could work, but yeah, you're
Says
right.
to take out her unsuspecting hot air balloon enthusiast husband. What?
Was Mr. Results played by
This man was
Roger?
asking to be murdered.
And you
That's
can
all.
murder
He's
the
asking.
person.
He's a 5th husband. Oh man, he was asking to be fucking murdered, man. A hot air
You know,
balloon
when I met
enthusiast.
him, I
Come
like
on.
the
He knew
hot
what
air
this was.
balloon enthusiasm.
Right. Like it's just
It was
it's just like
just
a
in-
passion.
It wasn't the 5th husband. It was the hot air
I
balloon
have a lot of
enthusiasm.
passion to go really high up and then just come back down.
Right, yeah.
She told her husband that
was the number
she wanted to
3
exchange
hot
Valentine's Day
balloon-
cards
hot balloon
in a public
enthusiast.
park, and that is where Mr. Results shot him.
See,
She
I'll
gave
buy
the
right there.
hitman $10,000 for the service, and immediately claimed her husband's $500,000 life insurance policy. Unfortunately
Big
for her,
bang.
she
Oh, this went bad for her.
Unfortunately for her.
Unfortunately for her, she had arranged almost the entirety of the crime via phone calls, which the police got recordings of. Stacy will be spending the rest of her Valentine's days in federal prison,
man.
along with Mr. Results
Aw.
and a
Wouldn't it
Wait,
be
are
cool
they
if they got
together?
jailed together? Yeah.
and a work colleague who helped them plot the senseless murder. So there was a work colleague.
There was a third
Yeah,
There was a third person
party,
involved in this
yeah.
fucking shit, right?
Now, first of all,
But we know
if I
nothing
had
of
a
this
hot
shadow
air
person.
enthusiast husband that I wanted dead, maybe, just maybe, I might
Send his ass-
sabotage the
That was
goddamn
the
hot
hot
air
air
balloon.
balloon. You
Like,
know what?
you know what?
could have
might
gone up
be
with him in the
dangerous?
balloon.
No, he was only an enthusiast. He was
Just-
afraid of heights.
Just
He never-
right.
He
Just-
really liked
just
looking at the
leave
leaves
Yeah, right.
of the
Always
hot
went to
air balloon.
He's got
owned a hot air
he's
balloon,
got
but he never used it.
some
Like-
stupid ass
Talk
fucking
to the
hobbies like
maintenance
that.
guys of the balloons
Just
a
leave him
lot,
alone,
you
and he will
know?
kill his own dumb
Yeah.
self.
Okay, so who's reading number 5?
I'll give me.
You can go number 5, Roland. Here you go.
What is this?
Give us that.
Oh,
Sex with true
this
crime.
this sounds
Crime.
boring.
Let's go.
All right.
Ooh, get me
You
wet,
wanted the
Roland.
crappy ones,
Yeah.
Roland.
No, you're right. You're right.
And this one is pretty crappy, but get after it, girl.
Bitter ex stabs former girlfriend for revenge.
So hard right now.
25-year-old Tiana Notice broke up with her boyfriend, James Carter, because of his frequent volatile and sometimes violent behavior. Carter wasn't willing to give her up, however. Even after she received multiple restraining orders, he continued texting, calling, and emailing Tiana, eventually culminating with these threats. Trust me, baby girl. You're go to lose everything. As God is my witness, punishment is on the way, so be prepared. You'll have nothing but bad luck, you hear me? Remember this email when karma bits you in the ass. Not bites.
Bitsy and ace.
But you will have to answer to God. First, for screwing James's family over because of all the
screwing
things they did for you.
Wow.
Despite frequent police interventions, Carter kept trying to visit Tiana at her home and workplace and wrote her many letters. His behavior alternated between extremely hostile and extremely apologetic, oftentimes trying to make amends and get back together with Tiana.
Yeah.
What do we got here? God told me to write, so please don't tell the cops. I'm going through a life of death situation right now. And you are the only one I can talk to. You ever been close to death or thought you were going to die? If I am lying, may the Lord strike me down and kill me tomorrow.
God, man.
My dad said he had a dream that our neighbors gave us 2 tombstones at our house. In dire straits situation, T, please help me. Get rid of the restraining order.
Your voice acting is extremely racist.
I can't help it. What are you talking about? That's my Southern Belle. Excuse you.
Southern Belle. All right.
Tiana. Returned to the police with this email, and they finally agreed to take Carter in for violating the restraining order. They wouldn't be able to arrest him in time, however. On the evening of Valentine's Day, 2009, Tiana was killed by over 20 stab wounds inflicted by her ex-boyfriend, James Carter. Carter was sentenced to 60 years in prison. Yeah. So 60 years.
Yeah, 60 years after all that voice acting?
Right.
Come on now.
Yeah. At least
I couldn't even tell who was who.
Yes, I know. It was just.
I felt I was in the room with these people.
I just.
Wait, when did
Wait, is
Roland
he
show
here right
up?
now?
I was trying to go for a Southern Belle blank man. Yeah.
Southern Belle Blank Man.
Southern
Shit,
Belle
all
Blank
right. Who's
Thank you, Damian Wayans.
Who's
Daniel.
Daniel's taking number 6.
Yo.
Go ahead. Daniel, please.
Oh, I'm gonna try some bullshit. I don't know if I can do it though.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
You do this. Do this.
All right.
Come on, Daniel. Strong Daniel. Strong Daniel.
All right.
You got this.
Loving couple tortured to death after Valentine's Day dance. Valentine's Day 1971 was the last holiday 19-year-old Jesse McBain and 20-year-old Patricia Mann spent together, or spent alive, for that matter. The young lovebirds accompanied each other to a Valentine's Day dance at a local hospital, but neither returned to their beds that night. The police initially ignored the case, assuming the couple had just run away or eloped, and only a few days later began an investigation that yielded no results. Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah. Wait.
I don't have that one.
Oh, it's on the wrong
Oh, is
side
this the
of
porn
buttons.
page? Yeah. When we look for this story, porned up. Cool.
I laughed.
So, a few weeks later, a local surveyor found 2 bodies tied to a tree, still lovingly leaned against each other. It was Jesse and Sam, his
They
quarterback.
were lovingly
No.
tied to a tree together.
Yeah.
That's
They're
some
still
really
lovingly leaned
weird
against
bondage
each other.
stuff they're into.
Oh, speaking of bondage, Brian, you'll like
It
this.
was the knot of it was tied. It was tied in a bow.
We all know
Marks
you
on their
like it.
necks and bodies indicated that a rope was tightened and slackened and tightened and slackened and tightened and slackened and
Oh,
tightened.
yeah, that's what's up. I like it.
And,
I like it so much.
okay, sorry guys. Around them,
That's some David
so
Carradine
tightened and
shit.
slackened around them
Yeah,
multiple
yeah.
times, implying some kind of sick torture.
It wasn't the
Because
knots around their neck. It was the knots around their wiener.
Yeah.
That suggested. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Because their kidnapping and death happened in different counties or countries. Wait, what the fuck?
Different countries.
Huh?
All right. Okay. So to our source, thoughtcatalog.com.
Learn to spell.
Counties or countries? Because this could be a way different story. Like they
Right.
found a fucking Brazil or something. Like an archaeology graduate student surveying the Brazilian jungle.
Was it in
No.
like the U.S. and Canada? Or what?
Yeah, it could be a whole cool story that's
You know,
totally made for Lifetime.
Well,
but
they were found. They
Confusing
started
as fuck.
off in wherever in the U.S. and were found in Manchuria, Canada.
Yeah.
Manchuria.
and once
Canada.
again, proving that 911 is a joke. Multiple police precincts were involved that oftentimes were reluctant to share information with each other. No suspects were ever brought in, and the murderer remains at large to this day.
Boom, boom.
No, the murderer's not at large. It was fucking Kennedy, man. After Chappaquiddick, he just needed
I'm
some
Robert
stuff.
Stack. If you have information.
There you go.
Update.
Yeah.
We still know
Update.
nothing.
But we have these people typing on these computers just so you can see that we're working.
We're trying,
We
guys.
know what we just showed you. Good night.
So who wanted to take it?
I'll
That was
take
you, right?
7.
Go ahead, Brian.
Husband murders wife.
You're liking this husband murdering wife thing, Brian. Horizon.
Yeah, I don't mind getting on that shit either.
Nah, man, I'm good.
I wasn't going to say he was alone, Bryce, but I was going to try to leave you alone.
Well, you know what?
I'll pick
Actually, I
on you
haven't
later.
yet gone through my divorce. I better not say that because it might come out in court.
I'll edit that out.
Disclaimer.
Husband murders wife,
We make
stuffed
jokes.
pieces of her body in garbage bags, and blames the police for everything. On Valentine's Day 2007,
Cover up.
Stephen Grant notified a local police precinct that his wife, Tara Lynn Grant, was missing. After interviewing Stephen, police discovered that there was a 5-day gap between when his wife went missing, in quotes, and when he reported her disappearance. Stephen Grant immediately began going to the media on a bonanza, appearing on tons of shows and accusing the police of harassment. In early March, police executed a search warrant on the Grant home and found mangled pieces of Tara's remains on the floor of the garage.
What the fuck? I thought this was America.
Stephen Grant had apparently originally dumped his wife's body in a local park, but moved it back to his garage after hearing the police would be searching the park. It terrified him. Stephen Grant had, by the time of the search, fled the state, but police caught up with him in Michigan by tracking a phone call he made to his sister.
Idiot.
After being
have a
brought
sister?
in
What
by
did he have to fucking call his
police,
sister
Grant confessed, saying that he had strangled his wife after she, quote, belittled him and bit him.
Shit, you know.
He was sentenced to 50 years in a federal penitentiary. Bit him? Like, come on. That really? Like, what the fuck?
I
people
would
have to
been
pay for
like,
that.
But she
bite
belittled
me
him.
harder.
I know. Some people
What
have
did
to
she
pay for
say?
that
What did she say?
Yeah.
You got a small ass dick.
Right.
Ain't-
Oh, wait.
You know,
like,
again,
you know
I
what?
reiterate, somebody would pay for that shit, man.
You know what? You know what? Here we go. Like, she bit him. I was like, I understand. But she belittled him? Oh, no. A bitch got to die.
Yeah, she
Right.
gotta
No,
die.
I'm sorry. You know
that
what?
bitch hurt my feelings.
My career is
Sticks
and stones,
as
this
a
bitch
manager
just made a
at
bunch of
Discount
excuses
Tire.
for, like, chopping up
Okay,
his wife and
I
shit.
affect a lot of lives. I save lives with my
We want to
stupid bitch.
We want to quote our sources here. Jacob Greer's, I don't know if you did countries or counties, my friend, but from
Yeah, so-
catalog.com. Thank
can
you.
So thank you,
read
dude. But
this
do know the
without
difference
all
between
the,
countries
like,
and
technical
counties.
stuff.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah, you can read this on the internet yourself. We'll post a link on
Yeah.
the episode description.
But we
And-
literally just read it verbatim, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
it's
are
actually
good.
verbatim, so I
Except
mean-
for the
I
clownery
totally
in
added
between.
in some extra stuff.
Oh yeah,
the ones
yeah,
I
sure.
read.
But you can read this, but you won't get the quality of reading and character development
You
that
won't
we
get
are
that.
giving you.
You are so
on this
very
episode.
welcome.
You won't get that Roland true crime voice, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, I don't know if I'm scared or hard. I can't
Brian's
tell.
got that fucking unsolved mysteries cadence
he's
going
good.
on.
Fucking all I know is after Roland got done, I need a cigarette. Jesus
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
I'm just so relaxed now.
I go, yeah, man.
listen to
Turn into a great
man.
actor,
Relax
right?
and sticky.
Yeah.
Right? Like, listen to me talk about murder.
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Okay, so that is one of our little episodes of Valley Strange there. Just very lighthearted, very mini. But we do want to promote the next episode that is coming up.
Oh, yes.
We are going to be talking about the book Communion, Books of the Strange. Wheatley Strieber. It's Strieber, right?
Stryber.
I think
Strieber. I've heard Strieber a lot.
Strieber.
Is it Strieber?
Strieber is
yeah.
how it's like introduced on like all of the podcasts.
Yeah.
I thought it was Stryber, but
I thought it was Strieber too.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Strieber? Because
Streber.
It's STRIEB.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
so it is-
but
it is
yeah, but like on
Streber.
all
A
of like
human
on
whose
coast to
name is
coast
spelled with an
on.
S.
I went on a hunt to find out everything that this guy was interviewed on and shit. And yeah, he's always
Streber, yeah.
introduced as
Have to look into
Streber.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay, so again, stay tuned for our next
But
Valley
it's UFOs,
Strange.
guys.
UFOs,
We're
abduction,
deep in
crazy
here.
shit going on. Again,
Angle
I hope you
bumping.
enjoyed this little
Probing.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this little
Big time
fun
probing.
mini episode of Valley Strange. We'll do more of these in between.
Vigorous probing.
Dick
The
suction.
big ones. Yeah.
Have you read?
Maybe
any
we'll
of it?
read some more shit.
Have you read? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah,
read
no, I'm
some
getting
more
through it.
stuff. I mean, if you liked
Yeah.
our reading voices, let us know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we
Oh,
might
nobody
read
Hey man,
more
if you got some
things.
suggestions,
Because
that's-
nobody
If you
listens.
want us to read porn stuff, we'll do that too.
I mean,
Well,
we'll
can
see.
you do a good
She
walking
slaked
voice?
him.
A good what?
Christopher Walken voice?
I can try.
Because I was like, yeah, I want you to read some of the communion in Christopher Walken voice because he's in the
That,
movie. You know, he's in the movie. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
yeah. I've always
can't
wanted to
find
work
that
on
movie,
that.
by the
I've always
way,
wanted
so
to,
it
like,
sucks.
the
I wanna
Christopher
watch it.
Walken.
I will see if Jamie can find it on
Yeah.
Plex and put it on Plex. you know,
Oh,
so.
that
know
would be
what you do.
helpful.
I love that.
We're
I
not
love that
going to
movie.
mention where he's going to find it.
On a paid Plex subscription
Exactly.
account.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's totally
Duh.
legal.
I just remember it would come out like super late at night, either on NBC or like Fox when I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
talking like 1, 2 in the morning. Like they would have like it would be like their late night movie that they had. Like
you
they're like,
guys are aliens, man.
What
Yeah.
you know here? With some aliens.
Ready to trip out, kids?
yeah.
That's right. All right. So again, stay tuned for our Books of the Strange episode coming up soon. We are trying to work as much as we can. We do maximize our time whenever we do have the free time to do it.
Yeah.
So again, that's why it's taking a little bit longer.
We have real jobs, so like
Yes, we
help
have
us
real jobs, yeah.
not have to do this as
You
much.
know,
Like,
Yeah.
like just send us a
Right.
few
You
bucks.
want
Like
more shit? Hey.
yeah.
Yeah. If you want to,
We
subscribe
would
or
love to fucking
donate to our
'Cause I'd like to
Patreon.
help
Less,
us
that'd be
help
cool.
you.
www.patreon.com/MoQuest Studios.
Sure.
And follow us on
Ta-ta.
social medias. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, MoQuest Studios. You can do that as well. You can follow us individually if you like. I mean, that's up to you. I know Bryce does not have social media account.
That's right.
Strike that from his.
For now.
Fuck that world, man.
Right.
So-
he's off the grid.
That's right. I am off. the
Yeah,
grid,
we all
man.
have social media. You want to give your handle?
When the NSA's
Yeah,
coming for
you-
y'all motherfuckers, I'm be.
That's not me.
baby.
Like, if you want to see pictures of stuff I take, you can
Although-
follow me on Instagram at,
I
you know,
mean-
Would you
PS
consider yourself like
If I-
amateur photography?
I don't know. I just take pictures.
He takes
of shit.
pictures, right?
It's quality of
It's
life.
BSHOKE.
All right.
I mean, if I got enough people following me, I might actually give enough shit for Instagram.
You know what's
Right.
weird though?
Well-
You know, you got to really actually include a handle to get people to follow.
If you build it,
and
they
so,
will
like,
come,
Mine,
Roland.
like I was gonna
I-
mention, mine is Mr. Dreadyar. So yeah,
I have
fun.
I have an Instagram account that I did not fucking start.
Really?
Yes, and it's really fucking weird. I don't know. I just like one day, well, somebody told me like, "Well, you have an Instagram account," and I was like, "No,
Why?
I don't. I've never started one."
that's not possible.
And I have like 5 followers on there, and I'm like, "What the
another-
fuck? I don't even post anything on it."
Another
It's
Bryce,
really weird.
an
man.
evil Bryce.
Well,
No,
Daniel,
I think Facebook is. I think Facebook because I did have Facebook at one time, and it's connected.
It
right?
does,
Instagram.
yeah, it
I
does.
bet you they
It
fucking.
does.
No, you got to like actually tell them to connect, and it's easier to make your posts
Don't they,
go from Instagram to Facebook.
don't they,
than it
like-
is to go from Facebook to
I-
Instagram?
Right.
I don't know.
But I thought
I've
they defaulted
never
you one that you can like go
started
and
Instagram,
edit after the
that's
fact.
weird.
You know, Bryce.
Okay,
If you like
okay.
movies and stuff, you follow us on Letterboxd at MoQuest Studios. You can follow me. You can
Yeah,
follow Danya.
yeah,
She's on there too.
right.
Well, I
That's
got.
right.
I
She's
gotta
on
follow
Letterboxd.
you.
Yeah, okay, I got to remember
Follow
that
me,
because
Oh.
I thought she had some pretty cool, like actually a pretty good listing. I was interested
Yeah,
in the
she-
fucking Seven Samurai
I'll follow
and
you,
Yojimbo.
And then we also have again.
I got 'em
I mentioned
downloaded.
Patreon. I mentioned social medias. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So Daniel, you have Darkwing Drunk on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, on Twitter at Darkwing Drunk. I've been really inactive. I'll just post like new MoQuest episode
Yeah,
stuff, but
whatever you feel like.
Whatever helps.
Um,
Hey,
If they give us enough reason to care, hey, why not? You know?
if you're listening to these episodes and you like them, please tell people about them. We kind of have a hard time doing it. I know I do specifically.
Yes,
Well,
you
you-
do.
I do. It's
All
really
right,
weird.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
we have a podcast.
so the
Jamie, tell him about the name of the food one.
You need to tell people about work.
the
right?
unsung
People at work,
workhorse
man.
of MoQuest Studios,
That's right.
Ray. You know,
I do say it sometimes,
he does
but
all
I mean,
the fucking work. So give
you
him
go
The end.
business card, a T-shirt that we don't have yet. Yeah, we don't have
The
those yet.
unsung
Well,
workhorse.
it's
These
there.
hypothetical things we don't
The
have. If we
unsung
had
suck
them,
pony.
we'd
Well,
hand them
we'll get him at some point.
He's got a strong back.
That's right. Yeah, it's very strong.
He carries the weight of MoQuest on his back.
That's a lot of bullshit.
I mean, Roland just has miles of slack behind him, so someone's gonna carry it.
I do.
Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye for now. My name is Ray,
Yep, it's Roland.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. This is Bryan.
Bye, Bryce.
and Daniel. I mean, just said bye. So,
Yeah, bye.
all right.
Goodbye for now.
It's ridiculous. I had some kind of a rectal probe. Ridiculous. 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 They took me out of the house and they stuck a needle in my head. That I'm saying small people coming into my house.
No?
I thought I saw him. Where?
So,
So Sam told you that I'm saying small people coming into my house and taking me away and this kind of thing. And can I say these little blue midgets coming to my house? It's ridiculous. They took me out of the house and they stuck a needle in my head and I had some kind of a rectal probe.